All right, guys, welcome. Let's immediately begin to talk about what's up this week. Yeah. So this is the week of the 30th of November through the 6th of December, 2020. So we start off our week big, right? We've got a full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini. There's a whole video on that if you would like to listen to it. Please understand that this is about rapid dynamic energy, right? It's about communications. It's about really working your way into witnessing the new, right? Strategies, ideas, concepts, solutions, in dynamic fashion, and really understanding about how we are able to put all of those new ideas into motion. Well, mercy. That's a big beginning to our week, y'all. But it fits, right? So on Tuesday, am I done talking about that? I think so. If you need a lot of information about that eclipse and full moon, watch that video. It says a lot more than I could hope to cram in here for a week. Okay, so on Tuesday, on the 1st of December, Mercury moves into Sagittarius. On the heels, of this full moon, while the sun is in Sagittarius, right? So Sagittarius is about abstraction. It's about higher thought. It's about higher learning. It's about philosophy. It's about experience, right? So as Mercury moves into Sagittarius, on the heels of this lunar eclipse and full moon, it's going to be kind of intense, right? You're going to have a lot going on in your brain and in your experience. And because, these signs are communicative signs, right? Gemini wants to talk, Sagittarius wants to experience. So be sure that you're being in your mindfulness, because this energy is going to be, it's going to feel intense in your head. And I will say that in session, in my practice, almost everyone who's been coming in for work has a lot going on in their heads lately, right? We have a lot of mental static, and that's okay. We're processing a lot of stuff. So just be mindful of that, right? Be mindful that when you get to the static, sometimes you have to retune, right? You got to fine tune and really get in there. So just be patient with that energy. The moon also moves into Cancer that day, so your feelings might be a little intense as well. On Wednesday, the moon squares Chiron, so watch your triggers. And then the moon trines Venus, right? So that allows you to recalibrate. That allows you to get those fields back into alignment. And the sun is going to square Jupiter, right? So that's big energy, right? That's happy energy. That is feeling in that bigness energy. So just let all those things be, right? If you feel like you're triggered on Wednesday, just kind of back off and just wait a little while, because that energy is not going to stick around for long. On Thursday, the moon squares Mars, so watch your tendency to react, right? And then the moon is going to be opposite Pluto and Jupiter and Saturn, our big three. So if you feel stunted, or if you feel like you can't be in alignment with what you want to accomplish, just go ahead and let that one go as well. You can also use it kind of like a lever to propel you, right? Let those feelings really dig into the ways that you want to express those feelings, and allow them to steep in your being, because soon you'll be able to put all those into action. On Friday, the moon moves into Leo. Ooh, yay, that's exciting. Yeah, and the moon and Mercury both trine Chiron. So again, Leo. So we've got a very short grand fire trine on that day. And we also have the moon squaring Uranus. So on Friday, the 4th, just be kind of mindful. That Uranus square Leo moon, let's call it a day when tantrums may happen, okay? So put your shields up so that you are not swayed by the actions of others, and turn your own reactivity down so that you are not boiling over, okay? That might be a good idea. And then on Saturday, Neptune trines Venus, right? We know that Neptune is about things that we feel more accurately than we speak them. And Venus is about love and harmony and beauty and justice and fairness and the way we balance things out. Oh, hey, a little friend. We're gonna take another one too, but we're gonna leave him there. I'm not sure why he's upside right there, but we'll see. Anyway, Venus Neptune trine. Okay, so we're talking about ideas, right? Ideas of beauty and harmony, ideas of balance and justice, along with that Neptunian nebulousness, right? And this is also Scorpio energy, which is magnetic and intense and amplifying, and Piscean energy, which is all about the depths, right? Really deep diving. So you might feel like reality has super, super blurred edges on Saturday. You might even feel like you want to bend reality on Saturday, and guess what? That is a-okay. There are some Sun and Saturn aspects that might make a challenge there, but if you believe that you can bend your reality, guess what? You can. Also, the moon squares Venus, and Venus has a little like a butt up against Mars on Saturday. So again, let yourself be steeped in that outside the box energy. And again, if you believe you can, then you can. So just let it be, like ride with it, like let it be a day of kind of dreaminess, try to stay non-focal if you can. Perhaps, of course, not if you're driving or operating heavy machinery. It might be a day where you don't really need to do much to get outside of reality, where surreality is, is the word of the day, right? And then on Sunday, Mercury has some aspects on Sunday to Uranus and to Pluto. So you may be in for shocking information on Sunday, simply because, Uranus is all about surprises, upheavals, insight, right? Sudden insight. And Pluto is about things that come up from the depths. And so you might be made aware of something, information in a new way. Or something might just literally come out of the blue and you know, like wallop you right upside the head in terms of things that you did not know before, right? Because Uranus and Pluto are both going to be in that earth energy. So that's going to be something real and tangible that interrupts your Mercury and Sagittarius stream of consciousness, flow of experience, you know, like there's going to be a skip in your record. That is my best interpretation. Also, the moon moves into Virgo to add further earth energy. And as that moon moves into Virgo, make sure, please, that you are in that service and health aspect of your feelings, as opposed to descending into the critical path, right? That is possible with Virgo, not necessary, but possible. And even if you do descend into that kind of directive, picky, fussy path of Virgo, remember, interesting, that remember that Virgos are only picky and fussy because they really do know what's best. You know, they just, they've got it going on. It's that priestess energy, y'all. Why, thank you. And then, so next week, we've got a Sun-Neptune square. We've got a Sun-Mars trine coming in. So, I mean, we are closing in on the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction. And that is going to shift our focus, right, from the utilitarian to the ideal. And it's going to be big, guys. It's going to be really, really big. And we'll talk more about it as it gets closer. But just know the big things are coming, right? So let's look at Monday. This is our full moon day. So we have the Tower and the Knight of Pentacles. If you watched the lunar eclipse video, you know that pentacles were everywhere. And there's nothing wrong with that. So the Tower is simply about recalibration, right? Sudden, forced recalibration. And let's contemplate that the universe runs on the same kind of energy that we do. And so let's say that you stub your toe and you start limping and it doesn't get any better, and you just keep limping and it doesn't get better. Well, finally, you can't walk anymore, and so you have to go to the doctor. And, you know, something terrible is wrong with your toe, when if you would have just gone in the beginning, it would have been no big deal, right? So that visit to the doctor after you can't walk, that's the Tower. The universe always starts out gently, right? The universe tries to give you little directions, signals, synchronicities, serendipities, kind, loving, easy to interpret symbols. But we stand in resistance, right? Oh, no, I'm good. I'm just going to go this way. I'm just going to go this way. I've always done it this way. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And eventually the universe gets louder, and the gentle nudge at your elbow becomes a shove, becomes a big giant boot to your backside. That's the Tower, right? That's the Tower. What you need to know is that after the Tower comes the star, comes, you know, rebirth. After the Tower is new beginning, right? A beautiful thing. The Knight of Pentacles. We have all the resources we could possibly need for all of these shifts that we're being asked to make. We have plenty. We have more than enough, right? We don't want for anything. So holding on, being in resistance, takes us nowhere, right? Let go. Trust. Trust the universe. Tuesday, Mercury moves into Sagittarius. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Both of these are cards of patience and waiting. Remember how I said that your thoughts and communications are going to be intense? It might be good to practice your breathing. This is about waiting. This is about knowing when to walk away. And so, take that advice. Take that advice. On Wednesday, we've got a Cancer moon that squares Chiron, trines Venus, and then we've got that big Sun-Jupiter square, right? So the Queen of Swords, she is in full capability of expression after that big Gemini full moon lunar eclipse. This is all about ideas and expression, that Gemini energy, air energies. She is the queen of air, right? And the thing about the Queen of Swords is that she knows where to draw the line. She knows how to sift through and distill that information. And the Four of Wands is about celebration. This is about, my ships have come in. I have full abundance and I'm celebrating, right? I'm in full celebration for what I knew was coming, what I chose, what I have created, right? This is also the 1111 card, the card of divine union, which, that's another big factor with this Gemini energy. This is about divine blessings, right? And knowing what we're in discernment of as we have this giant capacity for every possibility and every potential. It's about knowing where to draw our lines and then celebrating as a result of making those choices, right? Those wise choices. On Thursday, the moon, remember, moves into opposition with Pluto and Jupiter and Saturn. So we have another card of waiting, right? It's kind of a boredom, right? But this is also a little bit of, I'm not so sure. Like, I see you trying to give me that, but I'm just not positive. We've got the Ace of Swords here, too. This is another, the universe has given you something. Are you going to take it? The universe has given you something. Are you going to take it? So cups are about emotions. Swords are about ideas. So as we have that Cancer moon, dive into how you feel, right? And in opposition to that earth energy, contemplate what it is that you want to create, right? You might have a brand new idea about how you feel. You might have, again, we're talking about, as Mercury is going to aspect Uranus and Pluto later in the week, there might be some ideas that come up for you. Hold on to those ideas. Grab them, store them. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to act on them, but you have to be in acceptance of the idea, right? Even if it's something you might not really love, it might play out to your advantage later. So it's worth your while to pay attention. On Friday, remember, this is the tantrum day, right? Okay, so let's talk about this. We've got the Two of Cups, divine union, literally universally blessed union. And let's talk about the Five of Cups, okay? So the Five of Cups is a card of, I'm going to let you look at it a little closer. So the Five of Cups is about, you see, we've got the Two of Cups here. We've got those two cups reflected right here. What's here? 3 cups, okay, spilled. And Three of Cups is kind of this, it's this celebratory energy, right? But it's, in this case, this is a choice that we made that did not play out right. And so we're looking at the choice that we made that did not play out, right? And we're focusing on the sadness instead of these 2 cups back here, the love that remains, right? This divinely blessed union. So pay attention in your life to what you're looking at and what is behind you, in terms of what has the universe given you that you are potentially avoiding or potentially looking away from, and purposefully choosing to look at the sadness instead of the joy, right? How can you turn a situation around? How can you recreate in your own ideas? So on Saturday, this is so perfect as well. So we have Venus trining Neptune, right? This is the reality bending day. So Seven of Cups, this is a card of many illusions. It's a card of many opportunities, of many ways to look at things, different perspectives, different choices. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles, right? Please allow me to bring you a new way to look at something, a new opportunity, a new blessing, something new, a new kind of resource with which to filter all these options. You know, if you want to bend reality, you have to be standing on the ground somewhere, right? So that Page of Pentacles is offering you that platform to stand on while you do that dreaming. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then on Sunday, as I said, we have this this Mercury aspect to Uranus and Pluto, right? And then we have a Virgo moon. So the world is about cycles, ending things and beginning things, right? Ending things and beginning things, right? Ending things and beginning things, right? We have this beginning in our pocket, right? We've got a beginning sitting here waiting, even though we don't really want to look at it. It's an option, right? So we have to bring something to an end, right? And we've got the Knight of Swords. This is all about putting those ideas into action, right? This idea, these ideas that we have, this brand new idea, this thing that you maybe don't really want to acknowledge, but you know is truth. Truth, right? This is the universal sort of truth. I'm not so sure. Well, guess what? As Mercury, expression, right? Aspects Uranus and Pluto, creating this overturning, right? Unearthing, upending with that Virgo moon, knowing what's best. We're being asked to charge forward. It's time. It's time to put that idea into action. No more sitting around, no more, I mean, this is a card of mopey. This is a card of mopey. This is a card of, well, I don't know. These are cards of suspension, waiting, mopey, honestly. So, it's time. It's time to get on with it. I'm afraid. Oh, holy catfish, y'all. Look, we got 38. How many times? What do we get now? 39. New life. Look, I'm telling you. Things are changing. Things are changing, y'all. Okay. Let's read about new life, shall we? Birth of new ideas. Growth. Opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. When spring awakens around the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from the trees overnight. Birds return home and sing their glorious songs, and nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world, and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. New energy enters old relationships. This is a time to connect with others and share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. You have every reason to be optimistic right now, as things seem to fall into place magically. New opportunities remind you that abundance is available. Delight in the bounty that begins to appear, in many surprising forms. Shift happens, y'all. Shift happens. We're not even at the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction yet, but shift happens. Da, 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 da. Oh, seriously. Doesn't get better than that. Love is everything. Everything is love. In all the ways that you have been mopey, things are shifting. Love is everything. Love is everything. Doesn't matter what your options are. Love is everything, right? New cycles to old. Action behind your ideas. Love is everything, guys. Remember, we're talking about love in action, right? Love in action. Have a great week. Big giant blessings.